Hello, Tubesters. It's Gav. Welcome to another one of my videos. I've just got a couple of, I suppose, paint issues I wanted to ask questions on. This is Frog, my, which is it, Gav? Gav looks back. It is the 32, isn't it? No, it's the 30. It's the 30 Ford Revell hot rod. Um, and I've been having some problems putting the paint down. Now, I've followed the directions on the paint, which is from good God, I can't even remember that now. It's Hyro Boys stuff anyway that my Mara Beetle sent me, and it's really nice. And I'm not blaming the paint for it. What I'm having is uh, that bit there was a piece that's obviously flicked off from the end of the needle, and I just can't, without burning all the way through it, I can't get it to disappear. But what I've had, this is like if this is second or third time I'm now going to have to do it with this. When I've been sanding it, and on the first time I sanded it, I went through. Do I even have it to show the tubesters? Yeah, I do. I bought this from, I think it's Hyro Boy ages ago. So I've got all the different grades here, as you could imagine you'd need. And I cut small pieces off. And the first time I did it, and I really didn't use any. I didn't burn through it. And I use this on the bike and on this. And on this, I got the primer showing in little spots underneath. And the bike, I burnt through some of the edges, which probably was me. But I really just thought I was doing light pressure. I forgot that when I bought this, I'd heard somebody say they use the Trisac, and I bought a Trisac disc, and obviously I've cut a piece out. And here is said piece. That's 3,000, and I really did just literally, doing this type of thing over it. And I could see where I was going. I bet you can't even see these now, can you? You see these little white spots here, a couple there. That's where the paint's come away and left. It's either primer or plastic underneath. And I've got some here as well. Can you see those little white spots? Just in the shadow there. If I do that, you can see them a bit. Again, all that's had is 3,000 Trisac over the top, very lightly. Now, when I put the paint down, I know you're supposed to have it down, you do a mist coat over it and let that dry, and then you put the wet coats on. And I thought I was doing that. I've got to admit, I've been a bit worried about putting it on too wet in case I've got runs going down. So, is that these little spots? I don't think that's down to me. Oh, you can see them better there. See there. I don't think that's for me using this too heavy-handed, because I mean, I know you can't tell, but I'm literally doing that. And I swear it came off in that area before. Now this is its second, as I say, I've sanded it all down. Well, not sanded it down, but put this over it. And before that, those are just normal sanding sheets. In the first time I tried it, and I had those white spots come again. I take it's the paint not sticking to those areas. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I'm going to attempt a third time, whether I do the entire car or just do uh, pieces of it. That where I know, because there's about 3 spots. There's this area here. I think there might be. It's hard. I'm trying to look through my phone with a bright light over the top, and you guys are struggling to see as well. And obviously this section here as well, tip of my finger. And I think there might be another section down here somewhere. I think it might be down there. Obviously, it's a bit battered because I've been sanding. But yeah, I can understand the dark bits that are flicked up from the. There might be one there. From the airbrush, when you get the bits drying on the tip and then it spits it out. I can understand that, which is on one on that side. I mean, that one's going to have to be redone. So there's a darker piece there. I mean, I don't know if I can hide that with some. Well, I'm going to have to go over it anyway. You can see where I've been trying to sand it down. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. You guys know with Pete yesterday, and I really struggle with the models, but I enjoy doing them. The ships I'm not too bad, but I've really enjoyed doing these cars. Says Gav with his second car in about 3 years. But I enjoy other people doing cars, uh, and I like doing them myself. I've got into the cars, and this is for old Tom. And I've started off with one, if you remember, and it's not binned; it's just in a box. And then I thought, right, try the hot rod. We've got this far, so yeah, I don't know what those little spots is. Is it? Is there something on the plastic on the? Because this has gone down over primer. I haven't put it down over the bare plastic, and I don't know why those spots are. Is it me burning through the paint? But if it did, I thought I'd have put a whole area rather than these tiny little pinhole type things. Yeah, I don't know. So if anybody can cut through that ramble and say, Gav, those spots are appearing because of this reason. I don't know whether to give the entire coat, the entire car, yet another wet coat. I mean, would be its third or fourth coat. I'm not sure. I thought. Sorry if you can hear the kids. Some fool has given their youngster a whistle. But yeah, I'm lost because what my next. I don't like cutting corners. Although Tom had told me just keep this one simple, Gav, because obviously it's only a learning curve. But I think I will. If I can't get any, if anybody can't make any sense to me, I'll paint these areas again, and I'm just going to have to leave them unsanded. Maybe I don't know if I'm just because this. I think these are the same areas over and over again, which tells me probably the paint ain't sticking for some reason, or it's sticking, but until you actually use something like this on it. I've got another. If it finally gets here, it seems to be taking for ages. I've got another Trizac disc coming, and that's like for one of their polishing ones. But I thought it was so light, it might do on my model cars for a after I've used this 3000 use that because I do prefer the sponge rather than this paper one. I think the sponge it's a bit more flexible and you're not pushing down as hard. Well, that's my excuse anyway. And just to say, I mean, this has had a rub down, so it's looking a bit grotty, but I've got to have a second coat on this. I'm using, uh, what are you using, Gav? NATO black. That's it. I didn't want like a really hard black. I wanted like either a dark, one of these German grey blacks type of thing, or well, German grey, or this. And I thought, oh yeah, I've got plenty of this NATO because I'm just trying to use paint up without buying any more. And I thought, yeah, that'll do. This is the sun top. I mean, I've done nothing on the other side yet, so I'll give this a go, and then I shall obviously put the stuff on the other side and paint that side. So this is like the rollback thing or whatever they call it. Um, and I'm giving it the same color. The firewall's going to be the same color. The door cards are going to be this color. The seat I've done mica green or Kawasaki green, whatever you want to call it, on the interior rib bit, and then on the outside it's going to be this color as well. So and there's a couple other bits of black that'll be so it'll be black and green mainly the car. But yeah, I just that's annoying. It's a learning curve. I'm not beating myself up particularly over it, but Tom's well. It's not as like he's sat on the edge of his seat waiting for it, but I would like to, the group build for him finished about 2 years ago. I would like to get this done and say it's for him. It's done in his appreciation. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that's. It can only be surely that it's not sticking in particular places, and when I go over it with the sander or sanding sponge, it's easier to take off, as you can see there. See them little dots. And so I'm really skeptical that is going to cover. And the minute it'll cover, and the minute I put this on it, or even something lighter, it's going to go again. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it's a learning curve. I'm not, you know what I'm like. I sometimes go on self-destruct mode with my head problems when these things go wrong, but I'll get there. So I am going to wire the distributor of this one as well, just to say it's got some wires on. It's obviously I'm not going to go mad. Just I'm going to attempt to do that as well, and that's the only type of wiring I'll do on it. I'm only, it's a learning curve. I always think it's all right wanting to do super detailing, but if you can't make this look nice on the outside, whatever you do on the inside don't really matter, does it? So the bike is going along okay. The green on that's all down. I went over it again and luckily didn't burn through anything. So I will be starting on the bike again. It's just that Frog here needs. I need to know what's going on here before I can start sticking bits together. If that makes sense. I've got more of obviously this NATO black to do, but I'd like to get this green mainly put to bed, and say it's done, and I can move on with the build. So anybody's got any helpful suggestions? I said helpful ones. Uh, then please put them in the comments. So I'm not fishing for comments. It's just I'm a bit perplexed how I solve this little problem. So thank you very much for your kind words and support. It's always appreciated. You look after yourselves, and we'll catch each other soon on another video. Oh, and there's a postscript to this. That's a fancy word for saying PS. I did do a short on this, and I might stick the short up anyway because it shows the rest of the bits of the car. You'll get an idea of what's being painted and what I've done. So I might still put that up as a short. So look after yourselves, and we'll catch each other very soon on another video.